You guys did enough and did enough at the foul line, too, to help you secure the win.
Yeah, I know Mason and Grady, Aiden had 2 big free throws down the stretch. But yeah, that was pretty impressive. I knew it'd be pretty tight. Well, the first time we played them at their place, we lost by 16, but we kind of hung around the 10-point. You know, we got down 18, then down 10, and we played really our worst game. So I knew we're playing better. So I knew it'd be tight. For a while there, it looked like maybe we'd, 7-8, like maybe we'd kind of just hit some free throws down the stretch, but they hit enough. Compliment them. I think they have 8 threes. You get to 8, 9, 10 threes, whatever they had, you start to dice things up. It's pretty hard. So we had to really score tonight. I just have, compliments for a lot of our players, how they stuck with it, hit some threes, got some timely steals and some runouts. I was just talking, kind of going around. Coach Jepson kind of suggested going with more of a 4-guard press break to kind of get a guy out of there. I thought that was huge in the game. Allowed us to break the press a little bit easier, I thought, than our regular press break. So I thought that was a great job. We had some guys come off the bench. Grady had 30. He's tough. When you don't face guard him or take him away, and you forget about him a little bit, he's gonna, he puts up 20, 30 points. So that was an impressive team win right there down the stretch. Executing just about every time we come out of a timeout or something, we executed very well. We lost 11 a couple times, but that's a compliment to those guys too, because they come out and press, and that was the formula the first time that they really kind of pegged us on up there. So we worked on that quite a bit, and did just enough to win there. So.
Anytime they caught the ball in the post, they had to kick it out pretty much immediately. It was like all they could get was on the perimeter. Talking about your design there defensively.
I wish I could call that a design, but I wanted to make them shoot it over us in the post, because I thought the Bowers are special enough to hit shots, because they did last time. I feel like both those boys have confidence against us. So I actually, what you guys saw is us making them kick out of the post. I didn't want us to double down so hard. Like late, on top of our 1-3-1 really sunk way too far. And he got a couple open looks when we were up 6 or 7, make that game interesting. So yes, that's good, but I didn't feel like, is it Miller? I didn't feel like Miller or Dice were going to necessarily attack the hole. I'm more scared of around the basket. Pretty scared of Bauer, because you saw a couple times, I think there's a couple times he probably got fouled, could have gotten an and one. I know he got a couple in the third quarter there, but he gets around the rim and he's tough, right? But everyone else, I'm like, let Miller shoot over you, let Dice shoot over you. Don't dig down. I thought we dug down a little too deep. So I'm glad you found that as a good thing, but I was a little bit frustrated about that.
You started the third quarter on a 12-3 run. It seemed like you were just kind of a little quicker, maybe a little more energy. I mean, what do you kind of attribute that quick start to in the second half?
1-3-1 helped a little bit. I think we got a couple steals out of that. They were kind of moving pretty well, getting it inside and out, like you had said against our 3-2. We tried to shift it when they went into more of a 2-3 look, but it didn't work very well, I didn't think. So we went 1-3-1. Our kids still have some confidence in the 1-3-1. We did lose shooters. I got nervous because we started 1-3-1 against them last time, and I think Carson Bauer hit like 3 first quarter threes, so I was a little bit nervous because it does leave the corners a little bit open with that. So, but the 1-3-1, I thought, we switched to that, and the kids are confident in it, and got some steals and got us a little cushion, and just enough cushion actually.
We'd talked earlier in the year about how you had a kind of a jam-packed schedule early on, but now maybe you get some more practice opportunities in the second half here. What are some ways you're taking advantage of that?
Yeah, that's been big. I think shooting, just keeping the legs under. We've done a lot of shooting, but we had in December not only like 10 games, we had some roster changes. We had a couple kids that came out. I think we had 2 new kids to the program, and we had a couple leave, and then we had another one come on to the team. So really used the extra practice to catch guys up to speed, to help us go, 7 deep. I know we went about probably 6 deep tonight, really with Red in there, but just catching guys up on the game of basketball, and a little bit of what we do, because we do have some complexities to our offense and our secondaries, and then trying to get personnel matched up. The right personnel with the right defense has been the big thing for us, because we struggle in man a little bit. So we try to switch up some of our traps and our presses and some of our half-court zone defenses.
Is there maybe a little chip on the guy's shoulder, so to speak, to prove that some of the key losses to graduation, that you guys could just carry on and pick up where you left off?
Well, that's been a very good surprise. for me, because I kind of looked at this year, next year as a 2-year window with a lot of new guys, getting them in, getting used to each other. Even Grady goes from not really the primary role. I know he was our primary scorer last year, but he was still feeding a lot on Drake and Brogan, who had outstanding seasons last year. But he had a new role too. People come in and he's seen some pretty harsh defenses. He's getting the best defender that they have, so he's really having to battle through as a sophomore, which is pretty impressive to put up 30 when you're getting pressed like that. So I didn't know. I figured this year would be a lot of roller coaster. Lose some we shouldn't, win some we should, win some we shouldn't, lose some we shouldn't. But we're kind of catching some stride here, and it's really exciting right now. And it's just fun to see kids, just like in the classroom. It's fun to see kids when they get confidence, they can do some pretty fun things. And this group is outstanding to coach. They're really, really great kids, and they've taken everything Coach Jepson and I have said, and I'm really proud of them right now. It's a lot of fun. I think everyone's having a lot of fun.